What's up guys, James Newberger here from New Age Closer. So how are top level closers pre-handling objections? So the top closers, they don't wait until the end of the call to deal with them. They strategically frame the conversation from inception so those concerns are addressed before they become roadblocks, importantly. And this very much allows them to lead the conversation instead of reacting to it. So one way you can do this, to give you an example, so at the beginning of the call, look, by the way, I appreciate you taking the time to have the conversation today. A lot of people put these things off for weeks, months, years, but you've decided to look into it now. And that usually tells me you're someone who prefers to evaluate opportunities rather than let them sit. So what you're doing with this, you're basically creating that positive identity around taking action without them feeling pressured. It's worth saying as a general governing principle, obviously always detach from the outcome that you seek, and you're very much positioning them as someone who makes thoughtful decisions rather than avoiding them. So another good example for you, and towards the end of a conversation, for example, before asking for the decision, can I mention something I've noticed over hundreds of conversations? Sometimes people get to this point and they say things like, look, I don't have time, I need to think about it, or I need to talk to my wife, or it's more expensive than I expected. What's interesting is that they're usually the exact problems that they're trying to solve. If money is tight, the goal is to help them unlock their situation over time. So rather than stopping at the objection, I always like to understand, okay, what is actually behind that? How do we bring it to the surface? And how do we negate the problem before it derails the whole deal and the conversation? So you can ask some further follow-up questions as well. These are kind of like trial closes as well, in the spirit of that. So with that in mind, what's your honest feeling about what we've discussed? Is there anything that would genuinely stop you from moving forward if you felt this was the right solution? So it's ultimately encouraging an honest discussion instead of allowing those objections to appear unexpectedly at the end of the call. So what I'm trying to say here to round out, do not wait for the objections to surface. Frame the conversation so those common concerns are addressed early, and they create clarity, invite honesty, and they keep control of the sales process and the conversation so you can be on the front foot proactively instead of reactively.